And hi guys, and welcome back to my series of making Kush Maini a Formula 1 champion, and we are here in the Imola GP. Let's see, we have 400 resource points. Obviously we cannot upgrade anything, but we are going to get a major upgrade here. So let's see, Max Verstappen leads the championship here, and after winning the last race, Sergio Perez has dethroned Charles Leclerc for P2, and we are right now P4, just behind Aston Martin, because Aston Martin's Alonso is doing amazing. And let's skip past the time. We are going to get our resource points first, and let's get
mate,
it
I'm
again.
to say that our new parts have come through without
And the durability upgrade has come in, so it doesn't matter to us. And we are going to again skip past the time because there is nothing we can do. And let's see, we are going to get resource points again, but that doesn't matter. Let's see, and no guys, we have failed the upgrade, so nothing can do. So guys, let's just go into the qualifying.
Welcome along everybody to Imola, just down the road from Ferrari HQ, and they know a thing or two about pace, and pace today is king. It's qualifying day, and it's great to have you with us.
So into the qualifying Q1 here, round the last corner, starting off first lap into Q1, and let's see, DRS open. We are now going to start our first lap into Q1. Let's see what we can do right now, and we have not seen it again, guys. We have not seen it again, and look at that, we have gone onto the grass. And if you see on the right corner, and if you can see the right side down corner, and you will see that we again have another component that is going dead, and that is not a good news. But let's see, can we actually get as best of a qualifying performance as we can do, so that we can, well, we will not have to worry about getting too many position out. So let's see, again going second time, because look at that guys, we are already P8. So going on to the same set will help us to see can we actually improve much on these tires. So let's see, first 3 corners done, and we have not gained any time. But at the end of the chicane, let's see, can we gain anything here, going wide a little bit, but we have gained a time here. We have gained some time here, almost 2 turns, so that is a good news for us. And let's see, down to the final corners here, and we have gained 2 turns. So reverse 2 done. Now let's see, race to the line, we have a little bit of a snap, but doesn't matter because we have gained 4 turns, and we will go P4. So that is good news. We have skipped past the time, and we are now P7 and our teammate in P8. So that is a good news for us guys, because looks like Pierre Gasly's problem in the qualifying session has gotten better. So that is a good news for us. And no one, well, Lance Stroll is, I guess, a little bit he's the person who is not expected to be there, but it doesn't matter to us. So into Q2 guys, we have rain into Q2, so we are obviously on a new set of tires this time guys, because I thought let's try to get as early as we can and try to do a lap on the soft tires. But I don't know how good it's going to be, because DRS is also enabled. So let's see, look at that guys, at the end of lap here, Lando Norris has overtaken us on a fast lap. Obviously he is on a inter tire, and that is what I was trying to see, and this is not good guys. And rounding out the final corner, and we have stayed at least in front of Perez. No, look at that guys, it's so difficult to put any kind of power down. We have been overtaken by Sergio Perez, and we have lost so much time, so there is no point waiting guys. Let's go on to the inters, and into second lap we have obviously not gaining on anything on the straight, because obviously soft tires can be better at the start of the lap. So let's see, first corner done, second corner done, we have not gained anything. Let's see, can we gain here anything, and we have, even after going on to the gravel, we have gained time. So rounding out the final corner here, we have gained 4 seconds guys. Let's see, can we do anything with 5 minutes remaining? Race to the line, we go P9. So we can still improve guys, we can still improve. Let's see, and the time has gone out guys, only 3 minutes remaining. People are coming out and these guys are coming out on soft tires. That is not a good thing for us. But we are going to try to stick out on these inters because obviously guys there is nothing we can do right now, and look at that, we have lost time, but that doesn't matter because at the end of the lap we have gained almost a second and we have cut the chicane, but it doesn't matter because we haven't gained in time because after using the battery we have gained time. And look at that guys, our fuel is almost over, sorry not petrol but our fuel is almost over and DRS is enabled. That is not a good news for us. And now to the last corner with 1.5 seconds gain. Let's go race to the line with DRS open and we go with 1.2 seconds into pole, and at the end of the session we have at least stayed into P5 with only Lando Norris and Fernando Alonso who did inters and stayed with us. Oscar Piastri, Esteban Ocon, George Russell, all of these guys are out, and obviously Max Verstappen was really lucky there. He stayed into the Q3 and even Oliver Behrman got P2. So Q3 obviously on a used set of tires down to the last corner. Let's see what we can do here. It's not going to hurt us right now because obviously it's a first lap and we go last. We have gone last. Obviously guys, again it's not going to hurt us right now because our main goal was to do a lap good enough for a banker with 23 seconds remaining guys now on a new set of tires, and look at that, we are now gaining even on the straights. That's what I'm saying guys, we are going to gain as much time as we can so that we can do a good enough lap, so that when we take the penalty, when we have to take a penalty guys because we are going to change our components in the park furnace, so when we take a penalty we can get a good position. So we are going to take our time, and look at that guys, we have gained 7 tenths. And let's see into the reverse, can we actually gain more, and obviously losing all the time here because this is the place where we used our battery in the first lap. That's where, and now near the last corner, let's see, race to the line, we have gained almost a second there and we are going to use everything and we have gained almost 9 tenths. Let's see what we are going to get, and it's P6. It's P6, but still guys, it's still an amazing performance from us. So guys, let's just go into the race.
This race has gone by several former names: the Italian Grand Prix, the San Marino Grand Prix, and now the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. It's race day, we're at Imola. Welcome. 3.1 miles of track at Imola featuring 19 turns, 9 to the right and 10 to the left. Remember that Imola differs from most other Formula One tracks as it's taken anti-clockwise. Let's hope nobody forgets that today. The exit from turn 18 will probably be the setup for many of today's overtakes, leading as it does into the longest straight on the circuit and its only DRS zone. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday and he'll start from pole position. And it's Charles Leclerc in P2. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Perez, Fernando Alonso, Norris, Maini, Hülkenberg, Hamilton, Gasly, Behrman, Russell, Albon, Ricciardo, Ocon, Oscar Piastri, Joe, Stroll, Bottas, Sainz, and Logan Sargent. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head down trackside for today's race. And alongside me today is a man who needs no introduction, but I'll try anyway. It's Ant Davidson. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like for them?
Well, for them, you've got your pre-race rituals that you go through. You see different drivers that, some have got their headphones on, they're listening to the music. Some drivers really absorb the energy from the crowd and they're there waving to them. Other drivers, they go within themselves. They chat to their engineers, absorbing that information, that vital information that you need to carry you through the race. And, those pre-race rituals are essential to making things systematic. We do a lot of Grand Prix in a season, and the more systematic you can be, the easier you are within that environment.
And guys, with the great position, it looks like we are not going to get any penalties. So that is a good news for us. Obviously, hard to medium, it looks like that will be the choice for us, and I do not mind that. And Max Verstappen and Charles Leclerc will be starting P1 and P2. So let's see what we can do in the race with 22. Grid position does not matter with 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And we are go after a long start here into the Imola GP. Look at that, guys. Max Verstappen has gotten amazing, and we have 4 wide with Alonso, Hülkenberg, Perez, Norris, and we are still trying to stay there, and we have stayed there. Alonso there, and we have gone wide. We have gone straight, but there's still 3 wide with Hülkenberg. Sorry, Norris, Perez, and Hülkenberg still going side by side, and Hülkenberg has overtaken Perez and Lando Norris, and we have come out into P14. Let's see again with Perez, and look at that, guys. It was 4 wide. And we were there, and look at that, guys, so wide we went with. We tried to do 4 wide into turn 2 here. 4 wide in Imola. Yeah, well, you cannot go 3 wide in Imola, so going 4 wide is a craziness. So let's see from our perspective, first of all, what happened there. And let's see, we got an alright start. We were able to overtake Sergio Perez and Lando Norris, but Hülkenberg also got an amazing start, and I was half my tire was onto the gas. And look at that, guys. It might look on the from the other's perspective that it was a big problem, but I had to save from making any kind of contact, and I was, because there was so much gravel on these tires, I was just trying to put any power down, and it was not working. And in Totosa we have at least overtaken Guanyu. So guys, I think it's not all bad, considering we were obviously always going to start last with the penalty, which obviously did not give us the wrong thing. And now it's going to be a penalty which we get, which we pushed it on ourselves after making a mistake. But it doesn't matter, guys, because it might be an amazing comeback for me. Well, let's see that. And into Variante Alta, we have stayed just behind Oscar Piastri, but we can make a dive bomb anywhere because he is also on hard tires. We are also on hard tires. Even on hard tires, guys, I got an amazing, but it doesn't matter because even after getting an amazing start, we have just made an amazing dive bomb on Oscar Piastri, and we have overtaken him from P14, and now we are obviously out of the DRS of Ocon and Albon, but we can gain that back. And on lap 3, Hülkenberg getting rounded by Perez, and Perez now has overtaken Hülkenberg without any problem. Obviously, guys, the DRS straight is so strong. The DRS is so strong in Imola GP because obviously you have a higher wind, so overtaking is really easy. But also, if you can see, we are in a DRS train, and staying in a DRS train is also annoying. So at the end of lap 2, in the start of lap 3, we obviously cannot overtake anyone, obviously increasing the DRS, because I forgot that if I'm going to start on the hard tires, I should have some extra front wing. So let's see, first 3 corners are done, and we are just trying to stay in the DRS of Ocon. And look at that, guys, again into an Delta. I think this will be the ground for us where we can overtake. And look at that, I think the Rivazza will be the only corner where we can overtake, because in the DRS train anything will work. And look at that, guys, we have just made a biggest of the dive bombs on Ocon while almost collecting Albon there. And the problem for us, guys, right now is, look at that, because everyone will get DRS, so it's really difficult to say. And look at that, Ocon gets DRS and still going side by side with us, and we both get DRS, and we have to just stay in front. And we have stayed at the start of lap 5, we have stayed in front of Ocon. So now we are going to catch up to Albon to try to get him, and then Ricardo, and then get into the point. So let's see, we have a objective of avoiding 2 notable collisions, and it's because obviously, guys, while overtaking we made little bit of a tire banging, and that is not something which these guys like. So we have gotten an amazing exit there and into the braking for an Alta, and we have overtaken Albon even before the Rivazza obviously going wide, but that doesn't matter to the game, and that is a good news for us. And now we are just behind Ricardo. Obviously, guys, the train is led by our own teammate, so that is also cool, because obviously he has the pace to stay in front of these guys, but he does not have the pace to attack Mercedes. So I guess we have to overtake these guys. But look at that, guys. Albon comes back onto us, and we have made a little bit of a argy-bargy there, but that doesn't matter because into the braking for turn 2, we stay in front of Albon. Doesn't matter to us because obviously, guys, catching up in the DRS of these guys is easy because they are obviously in a train, so they, well, with a little bit of a Constantino effect, they have to stay behind each other and brake as without causing any collision, and that's why they are slow and that's why we are fast. So Lando Norris on lap 8 now trying to overtake Hülkenberg, and with the help of DRS he has into the inside for turn 2 has overtaken Hülkenberg, so that is good for him. And obviously I think, yeah, Lando Norris is on hard tires, so he, I think, will be the best choice for win. So lap 7 ending here, guys. We now have DRS and our objective still have 3 laps to go, so it doesn't matter to us because we are taking our time overtaking these guys because obviously we have the pace and we cannot, look at that, guys. After the last corner, it's really difficult to overtake them considering they get DRS, we also get DRS, and my ERS is right now a little lower, so there is no point overtaking them. So we are going to just stay behind Ricardo and try to overtake him at our best place. So we are just staying behind him, and let's see, Aquaminale taking here, and it was easy, but I think Pierre Gasly is a little slow. So we can, I think, overtake him and into Variant Delta, and we have just closed up to Ricardo. And obviously, guys, this is the Variant Delta is the best corner right now for us because we gain at least 2-3 tenths while taking that corner. And into the inside for Rivazza, we have overtaken him, and Rivazza 2, we are now just trying to stay behind Behrman and get his DRS and his slipstream to stay in front. Because obviously, guys, after making a dive bomb like that in Rivazza, the main goal is to stay in front of the car you have already overtaken so that you can then overtake him. And lap 10 here, guys, Perez now getting overtaken by Lando Norris, and Lando Norris has overtaken him into turn 2 even before the braking. Lando Norris showing amazing pace, so can he actually fight for some position at the end of the season? But that doesn't matter to us because we are now trying to get into the points while trying to overtake Oliver Behrman. We have used every part of battery we have, and we are just about to make a dive bomb, and we have made it. And into the braking for Rivazza, we have already overtaken Oliver Behrman, and we will also get DRS, so that is a good news for us. And we are around 4 tenths faster, well, 4 tenths in front of these guys, so that is a good news. And lap 12, guys, Lando Norris has caught up to Charles Leclerc, and they are going side by side and into the braking for turn 2, still going side by side, but Lando Norris around the outside has overtaken Charles Leclerc. So Lando Norris right now on his hard tires, on a charge obviously, guys, because his tires are now much better than the people on mediums, and that is also good news for us because Pierre Gasly, who was I think 4 seconds behind Russell when we caught up to him, is now only 2.2 seconds. Well, he is obviously 1.6 seconds, but we are 2.4 seconds in behind Russell. So I think the hard tires have now showing their pace, so that is a good news for us, and we have to just stay behind Gasly so that he can catch up to George Russell, and then we can overtake him. So at the end of lap 12 into the braking for Variant Delta, and we have finally caught up to Hülkenberg, Lewis Hamilton, George Russell, Pierre Gasly, and we are tail ending this DRS train. And into the braking for Rivazza, and we have made a dive bomb, guys. We have just made a dive bomb that was so far away, and Gasly has caught, well, we have caught him napping because he was just did not look, he was not expecting that overtake, and we have done that. Obviously it doesn't matter to us because the people in front, well, we will catch up to them, and we have already done that because they were swapping position, and Hülkenberg has been overtaken by George Russell and Lewis Hamilton too. So because of that, we have caught up to 5 tenths, and the 2 tenths can be caught up by us in Variant Delta. And look at that, guys, at the end of lap 13, Hülkenberg has already overtaken Russell, but it doesn't matter to us because we are also in their DRS. So let's see, we again not getting the best exit we can get here, ERS open, DRS open. Let's stay with the Hulkenberg and George Russell. And George Russell tries to overtake Hulkenberg. Can he do that? And he can't because both of these guys have DRS. And look at that, guys, we almost just back-ended George Russell there, and we get a little bit of a snap there, but we have at least stayed
Okay, Kush.
alive.
Okay,
And
that's
no,
Pierre behind. They're faster
Nope.
than you, mate. They're faster than you, so let them through, please.
no. We are not going to let Gasly through. We are not letting Gasly through. It doesn't matter to us. It does not matter to us. Obviously, we have 2 laps, and we are faster than him, much faster than him. So I guess, guys, the only way we can do anything about it is to overtake George Russell, and we are going to do that. So variant delta done. We have ERS. We are going to use everything. Hulkenberg is slow, so we can make a dive bomb on George Russell and into the braking for Rivatsa. We have overtaken George Russell, and our objective of letting Gasly pass through has been postponed because we are much faster than Pierre Gasly, and we are not going to take this kind of recognition problem after this. And looks like we have to think about the secret meeting we are doing with Mercedes or even another team too. So Alonso and Charles Leclerc is into the pits. They are coming out. Hamilton and Ricciardo also into the pits, and we are now behind Hulkenberg. So we have to go dispatch him as fast as we can because lap 15 he will be coming at the end. So I think we have to think about pitting too. Obviously we are going to wait till at least lap 18, lap 19. So Max Verstappen from the lead comes into P12, Fernando Alonso into P13, Charles Leclerc into P14, and Lando Norris obviously on hard tires is leading the race, and we are right now P4 and Russell P5 and Gasly P6. And I think the intensity of our rivalry is going to get heated after this, I think, but it doesn't matter to us. We are looking alright, and we had a little bit of a yellow flag. Let's see what it was for. And we do not have any confirmation if anyone retires, so that means it's alright. So let's see, we are now behind Hulkenberg, and no, guys, it was Lance Stroll who is out. Lance Stroll, who was looking good actually, is out. Obviously he kicked out of Q1, so it wasn't really that amazing, but he was still doing amazing work. And let's see, guys, lap 17 and now lap 18. So our pit stop was to come into lap 18, but we are going to do a little bit more laps, guys. So Lando Norris from the lead is into the pits. We are right now P2, Pierre Gasly P3 here. Pierre Gasly is not into the pits. Pierre Gasly is still staying with us. And finally on lap 20, Pierre Gasly is going into the pits. I had to wait a lot of time here. So at the end of lap 20, guys, with 12 laps to go, we are going to go into the pits and try to make a comeback from there. Obviously, guys, the thinking for me was, because obviously the medium tires, I have to push outright on those tires to get any position here. And to push that, we have to do less laps. Though Imola is a circuit where the tire wear isn't much, I am not going to take any chances about that. So 2.4 pit stop, that is a good one. And let's see, Hamilton has crossed us. Let's see, Russell will do it, and Russell has done it. Hulkenberg has also done it, but Pierre Gasly is going to stay behind us, so that is a good news for us. And now our goal is to catch up to Hulkenberg, overtake him, catch up to George Russell, overtake him, and then catch up to Lewis Hamilton to overtake him, and everything else other than that will be bonus. So with 12 laps to go, we have at least stayed in front of Pierre Gasly. And look at that, guys, lap 22, Perez is now behind of Lando Norris because he gets DRS and he has overtaken Sergio Perez. And as I said, guys, Lando Norris is the best chance of getting the win here if he can overtake the next two guys, Alonso and Charles Leclerc, in 2-3 laps. Well, even in 4-5 laps, he will be able to get onto the back of Max Verstappen in just 2-3 laps again. So let's see what he can do. And look at that, guys, lap 23, we are going to stay in front of Gasly here without even using the battery. That is the performance we have on these medium tires. And let's keep on him and let's try to catch up to Hulkenberg. We are now only 2 seconds behind him, and at the end of lap 23, guys, we have caught up. We have caught up almost a second to Hulkenberg because their hard tires looks like aren't really fast considering our mediums are only 3 laps older. So let's see, DR is open, ER is open. We are catching up to Hulkenberg, catching up, and we into the braking for turn 2 and may have made a little bit of a dive bomb. But I think Hulkenberg knew it was coming. He did not fight that too much and we have overtaken Hulkenberg. But I guess guys, the problem is, look at the lap 25, 7 laps to go, and it looks like we have another yellow flag. And let's see if there is any kind of person who is out, and it's Nico Hulkenberg. Nico Hulkenberg also goes out, so that is not a good news for him. And let's see, George Russell is now 2.4 seconds behind, in front of us. But the problem for us is, guys, that Lewis Hamilton is 6 seconds. So to catch up 6 seconds in 7 laps while their tires gets better and better and our tires get worse and worse, that will be a little difficult to do, but it doesn't matter, guys, because at the end of lap 27 we have caught up to George Russell, and now we are going to use the battery and the DRS we get here and try to overtake George Russell. Then we have to bridge that 3.7 gap to Hamilton, which might be a little difficult to do, but into the braking for turn 1 we have at least overtaken George Russell. So let's see, guys, with 4 laps to go what we can do. Obviously, guys, after this I did not see for 2 laps that my recording was not happening because my drive was full, and because of that, guys, this is the only lap 31 is the only clip I have. Other than that, I will have to show you guys everything in the replay because nothing was recording, and that is on me. Obviously, I again started to record after clearing the disk, but again it did not work because it just went for a minute and then, well, it quit in itself. So we are 2.3 seconds behind Lewis Hamilton and we have to catch up to him in just 2 laps. So let's see what we can do. But rounding out the last 2 corners, Max Verstappen has dominated this race, guys, because Lando Norris was not able to overtake Charles Leclerc, but Max Verstappen wins the Imola GP from 4 seconds to Charles Leclerc, and these guys have stayed there from the start, and Alonso gets his first podium in this season, and Lando Norris into P4. And look at that, guys, we are rounding out the last 2 corners, going a little bit wide on Livatsa 2, but doesn't matter because obviously, guys, I made a mistake at the start of lap 32 which lost us around 3 tenths, and we gained all that time. And if you can see, we have now gone to 83 rated, and yeah, I forgot to even record the celebration, so that is on me, guys, that is on me. But look at that, guys, DNF and now P10 for Pierre Gasly. Max Verstappen got the win. But guys, if you enjoyed these videos, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you for the next one.